Hello, welcome back to Around the World Kitchen. It's Paul. Today we're doing a super simple dish. It comes together super fast. It's wonderful, a quick weeknight meal, or if you want to impress that special significant other. We're doing gnocchi with vodka sauce. It's a super simple dish. I love vodka sauce. I love gnocchi. I want to introduce all this to you. I just got home from work, so we're going to get started right away to get dinner going. So, let's go. So, vodka sauce, super simple. I had a chef that I know that they call it the pantry staple. Most of these ingredients you probably have in your pantry, or you can keep in your pantry whenever you want. But there's only a few that you have to get. The first one, some heavy cream. Unless you're using heavy cream on time, you get heavy cream. That's the one you gotta get. You gotta get some fresh Parmesan cheese. You gotta get the real Parmesan cheese, none of that pre-canned stuff. Let's not get the pre-canned stuff. Get the real stuff. It matters for this dish. And for me, I'm using some Italian sausage. I personally recommend get the spicy Italian sausage. This dish goes great with some extra spice. I got little ones. We're gonna keep it mild for them. Get mild, do not get sweet. And then everything else, you're just gonna need a can of tomato paste, some olive oil, a whole onion, and 5 cloves of garlic. And then the final thing, vodka. You can get 2 little shot things at your local, wherever you get your alcohol from. If you don't want to do vodka, it's a little less as good. You can do some white wine, or if you don't want to do any alcohol, you can do water, but it's gonna have a little less of a flavor thing as vodka. Each of these are 100 milliliters total for that. That's all the ingredients you need, and then your pasta of your choice. Today we're doing gnocchi. So I got this at my local Food Lion near the pasta section. Gnocchi is pretty much potato pasta. It's a Italian thing. We don't see it too much here in America, but I love gnocchi. It's a good mix of stuff. It goes great with this heavy, thick vodka sauce. If you don't want to do that, you can do any other pasta you got in your fridge, even spaghetti. I would recommend a rigatoni or one of the triani, or the spiral ones, one of the thicker, smaller noodles to do it. Or you can do any of the pastas that you like. But let's get going. Okay. Super simple mise en place. We can get our onion all cut up. It's gonna be a little fancier if you have shallots. That'll be even better. But right now I just got onions in my house. We're just gonna get our onions all chopped up. Okay. Now we got our onions all diced up. We're just gonna do a mince on the garlic. Ideally get a very fine mince, just like with the onions. Okay, now we got our mise en place done, nice and simple. We're gonna head on over to the stove top. We're gonna get 2 pots going. One pot is filled up with water for your pasta and your gnocchi. And your second pot, get it heated at a medium heat, and once that heated up, we're gonna get our meat cooking and I'll get our sauce going. Okay, now we got our oil heated up. We can get our sausage in there. We're gonna just break up a little bit and get fat down, because for this dish, we want to get some good char on sausage. We want to get it really well out. For this, I like having this get it really brown and crunchy on it. It gives a flavor contrast with the gnocchi and the sauce, getting some nice crunchy bits of sausage. We're going to let this sit and get the char on going for it. I would probably say get up to like a medium-high heat for this, and we'll just let this cook, and we'll get it mixed up afterwards. Okay, we got some good color on this. Got some good crunchy bits. We're going to get this all taken out. If you turn it up a little higher, make sure you turn it down to medium heat, and then we're gonna get started on the sauce. Okay, we've got a pan back heated up. We're gonna add in our garlic and our onions. Get all that in, and then we're gonna keep constantly stirring this so it doesn't burn. And we're gonna stir just to soften up and get some of the fragrance out. So right before the garlic turns translucent, this will also help soak up all that delicious sausage fat that we had from it. now we got our onions in. Next thing you're gonna add is your whole can of tomato paste. And then to build up some more complex flavor with this dish, what I like to do, we're gonna saute this tomato paste for 2 minutes about, stirring consistently here and there so not to burn it. But this will help release a lot of flavor into the tomato paste and build up a much more depth of sauce. Okay, dough. Next thing, after it's been about 2 minutes or 2 for this, we're gonna add in our vodka, and we're gonna cook this for about a minute or so. Cook off all the vodka, get all mixed in, so it should become like a pasty texture eventually, and this will add a lot of flavor. And also, make sure to scrape the bottom of your pot to get any stuck bits off there, any stuck bits of tomatoes or the sausage, because that is your fond, and fond is flavor. So we're gonna let this cook for another minute or so, just cook off the excess vodka. And then one of the final steps for right now, add in 1.5 cups of heavy cream and get it all stirred in. And once we get this stirred in, we're gonna reduce our heat to low, because we just want this to simmer. We're gonna get that nice, beautiful, light orangish color for the sauce. And then one final thing we're gonna do, by this point, you should be having your pasta water starting to boil. So we're just gonna take a small ladle full of pasta water. We're just gonna pour that in real quick, mix that up. And what that's gonna do is, just in case, hope this sauce not to break apart, because the tomato acid could break the sauce with the heavy cream. But if it reduces down too much, so just adding a little water will help that out. So we're going to let this simmer and get all the flavors get to know each other. And then while that's going, cook your pasta to its package instructions. Okay, now we got our pasta going. As always, we always salt our water. Whenever you're cooking pasta, make sure you salt it. Then we're gonna get our gnocchi, and gnocchi is only gonna take about 2 to 3 minutes to cook. I'm gonna do 2 pounds of gnocchi, because 1 pound is a lot smaller, but you just do one whole box of pasta, that'll be plenty for this dinner. I'm just doing a little extra for gnocchi, so there's enough for my whole family. Okay, so it's been 2 to 3 minutes, and it's my gnocchi's finishing up. We're gonna go drain it, but before you drain it, we're gonna start the secret tip of how you make all your pasta stuff just as good as restaurants. You can do this with any pasta you ever do. We're gonna reserve about 2 to 3 cups of this starchy water, because we're gonna add this to our sauce. So before you throw out any of your pasta noodles, before you make your sauces to combine them, reserve some pasta water. And then now we're gonna go over, get this drained down. We're gonna go back over the sauce and finish up our sauce. Okay, so our sauce has been simmering away some, getting everything all nice and together for it. Now to turn our sauce to restaurant quality, and you can do this with every pasta sauce that you make. What you're gonna do for this one, you're gonna add in 4 pads of butter. And then we're gonna start with about 1/2 cup-ish of our reserved pasta water. And what this is doing, this butter and the starchiness from the pasta water, it's going to emulsify. And emulsify means it's going to come together, and it's going to create a much more creamier and richer sauce. And that's what makes the difference between home sauces and the sauces you get at restaurants, is they always finish with some butter and some of that starchy pasta water. And that will also help have it grip really tightly to the sauce. We get that all stirred in, and we can always add a little more water if you need to, or a little more butter. Get that stirred in, then let's get our sausage and our pasta added to it. So we got our sausage put back into it. Get that a quick little mix. Then we'll get our gnocchi mixed in, and we'll get our final preparations with our cheese. Okay, now one final step. We're gonna get our Parmesan cheese, and we need about 1.5 cups of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Okay, get the cheese all mixed in nice and gently. And then at this step, give it a taste for preferred saltiness. If you want to add a little more salt, add a little more salt. But with that, it is done, and it is smelling amazing, and my stomach is rumbling just thinking about this dinner. Boom, there we go. Gnocchi alla vodka. This dish came out super fast, and it smells amazing. I garnished with a little bit of some chopped basil on top just to get a little bit of extra floral notes to it, and I garnished with a little bit more Parmesan cheese on top, but it is smelling amazing. This sauce with this cheese melted in it, it is super sticky, super gooey. Like, you get some good cheese pull with that. But let's try it out. This is one of my favorite Italian sauces. Delicious. The chewiness of the gnocchi contrasted with the crunchiness of the sausage, and just the rich, flavorful depth of the sauce that we were able to construct today. This is great. This is great for a weeknight dinner. I'm starving. This is good. This is gonna go down super fast. Super easy dinner to make. You can impress anyone with this, because now you can see how easy it is. Don't have to do that sauce made version. So try it out next time you're gonna make this. I'll see you on the next one.